Hello everyone. So today I want to talk about what an essential oil is. I'm always talking about all these essential oils and what they do and how they benefit your body and the chemistry of them and how your body reacts to them. But I want to talk about what an essential oil actually is. So there's a lot of technical terminology that I want to get right. So I will be referencing my essential oils pocket reference. Okay, so first, an essential oil is the aromatic volatile liquid that is within many shrubs and flowers, trees, roots, and bushes. And it is generally extracted by steam distillation, but there are other ways of distilling and extracting the essential oil from the plant. But essentially, when the plant is distilled, it becomes very potent and very concentrated. And so that is part of the benefit of essential oils. One drop of oil has the power of like multiple plants. Like one drop of lemon essential oil has the power of several entire lemons. For example, it takes 5,000 pounds of rose petals to make 1 kilo or about 2 cups of rose oil. So that is a really extreme example, and that is why rose is one of the most expensive essential oils if you're buying it actually pure and not cut or synthetic or diluted with any fake things, but it's just 100% actually rose oil. I've done a video called Why Young Living, which discusses how the FDA doesn't regulate the essential oil industry, and so you can legally label that it is 100% pure therapeutic grade essential oil and list only rose as an ingredient, but actually have only like 3% rose in there, and then the rest is diluted with a carrier oil or cut with synthetic oil that basically damages the integrity of the plant. And so I will link that video below if you want to know more about the essential oil industry and the quality of essential oils and why I choose Young Living. But this video is just to discuss what an essential oil is, and I am referring to a real essential oil that is not cut, not synthetic, not diluted, just pure therapeutic grade amazing essential oil. And I want to add too that if you don't believe that essential oils or oils extracted from a plant can really improve and benefit your wellness and your health, then I just want to point out that actually a lot of prescription drugs do have a base of naturally occurring compounds or plants. So just keep that in mind if you don't believe that plants can help you, because even prescription drugs come from plants. I am a huge supporter of using plants and essential oils and natural remedies, because with natural remedies, it really helps your body a lot, but there aren't really any negative side effects like what happen and occur with prescription drugs and other medications. Another cool thing about essential oils is because of their chemistry and they are filled with antimicrobials, they actually never go rancid and they are not greasy. So an essential oil is nothing like other oils like coconut oil or olive oil or canola oil. It doesn't go rancid, it doesn't go bad, it doesn't ferment, and it is not greasy or fatty. That is a lot of times why you dilute the oil if you're going to wear it topically with a fatty oil like coconut oil, olive oil. But I will add that this book does discuss the unfortunate facts that I mentioned, that a lot of essential oils on the market are fake, or they call it adulterated. And so what it says is, one of our greatest concerns is the fact that some oils are adulterated, engineered, or extended with the use of synthetic made compounds that are added to the oil. For example, pure frankincense is often extended with colorless, odorless solvents such as diethylfolate or dipropylene glycol. The only way to distinguish the authentic from the adulterated is through analytical testing using gas chromatography, mass spectroscopy, and optical refractometers. So-called nature identical lab created constituents can be detected only by GCIRMS. So basically, the way that people cut oils and make them synthetic or extend them to make it cheaper for you, they're so discreet about it and label it so well that you could buy it at the grocery store and think that it's 100% pure, but it's not, and it can be hard to tell the difference. Personally, I can tell the difference by the smell. A lot of times, sometimes by the color or even the consistency of the oil, and also by the effects of whether it works or not. I have talked about in my own testimony, for example, about lavender and how I used to use just essential oils, and I used to use lavender every night to diffuse, but I just bought it from like the grocery store or Amazon or Target or Whole Foods or wherever they sell it. And first of all, I thought it smelled really gross, and it also it never did anything for me. Sometimes it even kind of gave me a headache, and I definitely never noticed it helped me sleep at all. And I had heard over and over, oh, lavender can help you sleep, and diffusing the same thing every night can help you sleep, and it can trigger your brain. When it smells this thing every night, it knows that it's time to go to sleep. It never worked for me, so I stopped using it. And then I discovered Young Living, and I ordered the premium starter kit, which comes with lavender, and I tried out that lavender, and I was like, this smells nothing like lavender I've ever smelled in my life, whether I was buying lavender essential oil or lavender lotion or body wash. It smells nothing like that. And so I realized, wow, there really is an incredible difference between fake, artificial fragrance, synthetic, extended, adulterated essential oil versus the pure essential oil that I am buying. Okay, so that is what an essential oil is. But now I want to talk about how you can use an essential oil. So essential oils have been actually used since the beginning of time. The Bible even references aromatic resin and some essential oils. And I actually want to do a video about all of the references to them throughout the Bible, but that'll be a different video. But anyway, they've been used for a long time, and so they were actually, of course, used throughout Europe for a long time before they ever came to America. And so there are three schools of thought when it comes to essential oils. There is the English, the French, and the German. So the English school of thought is that they think that you should just use essential oils just topically, very, very heavily diluted, like 1 drop of oil for a huge amount of vegetable oil for massaging and stress relief and relaxation. The French school of thought believe in neat, which means undiluted, application of essential oils. So they believe that you should just apply them directly on your skin or ingest them directly without diluting it at all. Or if they do dilute it, it's not with a fatty oil, it's actually by adding it to a spoonful of honey or agave nectar or bread and then taking it internally. And lastly, the German school of thought is really where aromatherapy comes from, because they focus on the inhalation of essential oils and aromatherapy rather than ingesting it or wearing it topically. The Germans believe, and I'm going to read this to make sure I get it correct, research has shown that the effect of fragrance on the sense of smell can exert strong effects on the brain, especially on the hypothalamus, the hormone command center of the body, the limbic system, which is the seat of emotions. Some essential oils high in sesquiterpenes, such as myrrh, sandalwood, cedarwood, vetiver, and melissa, can dramatically increase oxygenation and activity in the brain, which may directly improve the function of the systems of the body. So together, these three schools of thought show you all the different ways that people use essential oils. However, because there are three different schools of thought with essential oils, and because some essential oils on the market are actually fake, that is why you can't really always rely on the internet when you're wanting to use essential oils, because you might look up aromatherapy for making you feel more calm. And you could find an article made by someone with the English school of thought that will say, oh my gosh, you should only wear it topically and you should dilute it heavily with vegetable oil, and you should not be ingesting it or breathing it in directly ever. It should always be so diluted and you have to be so careful. And that's what the English school of thought would say. And then the French would be like, well, we don't really do aromatherapy. We don't really see that breathing it in can actually help you. We just think that you should take it internally and wear it topically on your skin. And then the Germans, of course, or anyone with the German school of thought is going to be like, yes, I have the perfect blend for relaxation for you. You should smell it this way, whether it's through just smelling it directly from the bottle or diffusing or whatever. So unfortunately, because the essential oil industry isn't monitored, there's just so much misinformation out there. And so that is why I love the business structure of Young Living, because when you sign up under someone, like I am under a huge team, and if you sign up under me, you're under me and the team and the people above me that are very knowledgeable and have done this even longer than I have. And I love that structure because it is people who have done extensive research and used these things for years. And the person above me, she is a professional paid researcher and certified in some aromatherapy techniques and a raindrop massage technique. And so anyway, I have a lot of people above me helping me learn, and that's what I'm here to share and help you learn, because you can't just always Google what you should do to help with this, because there's going to be a lot of information online that says, oh my gosh, never apply lavender on to your forehead before sleep, or never put a drop of stress away on the crown of your head directly. And there's going to be so much misinformation. There are so many benefits and so many ways to use them, and yes, they are very potent and very strong, and so there are some safety precautions you should take. There are certain oils that will say on the bottle that you should dilute it because it is a really strong oil that might kind of hurt a little bit on your skin. Like oregano, for example, is really strong, and it kind of might burn a little bit if you don't dilute it with a fatty oil. And there are essential oils that can affect you really powerfully, and so you want to follow the recommendation on the bottle that says how many drops you should use and not just go overboard. But ultimately, there's really nothing to be afraid of with essential oils, because they support your every organ of your body, and they really just support your wellness overall so much, whether you're using it topically, internally, or aromatically. And luckily, Young Living does have a specific line of essential oils called Vitality that are monitored by the FDA and approved for consumption. And so you don't have to worry about if an oil is okay to ingest, because they have already taken care of that by creating a Vitality line. So I am a strong believer in essential oils, and I believe in all three schools of thought. I think you can wear it topically and dilute it. I think you can wear some directly or neat or undiluted. I think you can ingest them, whether in tea or in a vegetable capsule. And I believe that you can smell them directly from the bottle or diffuse them, and it's going to truly benefit you as long as you are just following the dilution and ratio recommendations that come on each bottle. One more thing I will mention is, even if there is an oil that says it doesn't need to be diluted, if you are applying it anywhere around your eyes, so for example, I put frankincense on my face every night before I go to bed with my moisturizer, or if I have a headache, I will put peppermint on my temples. If it gets in your eyes, it is going to burn, but all you need to do is get a fatty oil like coconut oil or almond oil or olive oil or avocado oil, and rub it over your eye. Water is not going to help. It's not going to get it out. You just need a fatty oil. Same thing with if you put any oil on your skin and it seems to be any irritated whatsoever or burning or anything, which it shouldn't, but if for some reason it does, like you use a really strong oil and you just don't like how strong it feels, even after you've put it on, you can always add oil on top and dilute it. So that is my tip for using oils topically. And thanks so much for watching.